right now.
All right, Steve, you good, right? Yeah. Perfect. Now I want to introduce our first speaker.
Thank you.
Give a little clap. By the way, he is the best dressed speaker at all of tonight. Vince didn't dress that nice tonight. I dressed okay. Samantha dressed nice.
Thank you.
But he's very polished. Me and Steve's been to a few of these events. Christopher Kai, I don't know if you guys know who Christopher Kai, he introduced me to Steve and me. And then we actually met once in Beverly Hills. And I'm going to let him tell his story, but super successful, multi-millionaire. He's created over 24 ventures. So over 24 businesses. He's taken 3 of them, I think, public OTC. I'll let him explain that, but huge portfolio, done some crazy projects, very successful. He also has this a system that has been used at Harvard and MIT. So, like, besides making a disgusting amount of money, he's super sharp. And he's a down-to-earth guy. I'm super happy to have him here. Steve and me.
Thank you. Yeah.
You can do.
Oh yeah, I'm going to go live. So David's great, and I always appreciate this. And for those of you that are here, this will be a lot of fun. Normally, I don't sell content, I don't sell programs, but a lot of the stuff I'm going to do is going to go super fast. I'm going to do about a 45-minute presentation in 15 minutes. So any of you guys that want this, I'll be able to get it to you later. I'm going to start with this. So there's 3 types of speakers, and I learned this a lot when I was growing up. We launched Founder Institute and Y Combinator. The inspirational guy says, hey, here's my story. I'm Bobby Flay. You know, you can be like me. And they're giving you a story, which is great. The next guy is aspirational, says, oh, if you learn to cook, you can feel better and you can eat better and you can be healthy and look at all the great benefits. Just to be clear, I'm neither of those. Anybody want to guess what the 3rd type of speaker is?
Motivational.
No, educational. I look at these guys, I'm like, this is great. I don't know how to cook. Like, teach me something, and then I can go be inspirational or aspirational. So I'm going to go through some educational stuff, and we're going to start with this. Experience is the best teacher. It is also the slowest. With all of the tools today, you do not need to wait for experience. The only place success comes before work's in the dictionary. There are so many tools and resources you have now. You can read. You've got ChatGPT. You've got YouTube. Learn from others. This is a great thing I learned. Learn from the failures of other people. Don't learn from their successes. When you look at somebody at the end of the cycle and they're successful, like, oh, wow, you're great. No, how'd you fail? What'd you do wrong? What would you do differently? That's where you learn and get better. You don't want to make the same mistakes. And we have this thing I created years ago because I'm like, oh, we want to have something. How many of you guys can give me a list of what you want to have? And I'm not going to embarrass you about people. Oh, I want a yacht. I want a plane. I want this. I want that. Okay, great. That's what you want to have. Well, what do you have to do to get what you want to have? That's a question. The question isn't really that. The question is, what do you need to be? You need to be the kind of person willing to do the things to have what you want. Everybody starts here, and they don't start there. The be is the most important part. And so, again, a little bit on my story. I'm a bit odd. I joke I'm a lifelong entrepreneur. I'm unhirable. Didn't know why. College, I kept going through assessment tests, and everybody kept turning me down. And so I started a company. Oh, not that hot, guys. I'm not on fire. And so basically I was 18, I started retail stores in college and watches, and I wrote some books when I was 20. But when I was 22, I went to work at Travelers Group selling insurance. And the point of it is I read 357 books in 6.5 years. So I wanted to know how the world works, and it's sales, psychology, neurolinguistics, motivation. And the reason people go, oh, that's a lot. It's not. It was 1 book per week. And it was something I learned, and I learned this with Tony Robbins. I used to pick Anthony up when he was first starting. It's called stacking. And if you can learn a skill and stack it, at the end of the year, you've got 52 new skills, but you have to be able to scale. There's only so much time you have. And so the idea is, how can you scale? And a lot of times people, I say, oh, well, you've read all these books, Stephen. What books should I read? And And I said, it depends on your journey, but what I did is I put in my list the 10 books people should read in order to stack their skills properly. If you read a book too early, you're not going to get it. Think and Grow Rich is number one. How many of you have read Think and Grow Rich? How many of you know what the secret is? Yeah, I doubt it. I'll challenge any one of you. I doubt it. Okay, we'll do it afterwards. Okay, what's the secret? Actually, in the 17 laws, he actually tells you part of what it is, but he tells you in line 1, verse 1, chapter 1, mentions made in every chapter. He tells you the mention is there, but it's not. So most people are going to read this 5 or 6 times. That's not the important book. The book is what to say when you talk to yourself. What do you say when you talk to yourself? What's our motivation? What's our internal dialogue? What's our negativity, our positivity? And it moves down like the 4 agreements. Anybody read the 4 agreements? It's great. Don Miguel Ruiz. The hardest one in there is don't take things personally. As an entrepreneur, you can't make it. You're not good enough. Why are you doing that? And we let that affect us. If you know how to talk to yourself, you don't take things personally, but you have to have the skills to do it. So these books stack. So by the time you're ready to really get out there, you can be good. And what you want to do is eat like a bird, but poop like an elephant. What that means is a bird eats half its weight in a day. You want to take in lots of information and then share it with everybody. My content, I don't sell it. I'm not doing a program. I start my own companies, but I love sharing. And so what David had talked about, I created a 10-step program. These are all 10 steps from hundreds of books and thousands of hours put together, and they all stack. Design Your Destiny, What's in It for You, The Bullseye, Deflect, Defer. And I'm not going to go through all of them. There's a bunch of podcasts I have. We're going to focus on this one. The Bullseye. And this one, I think, hopefully, may change your life. Maybe not. I'm not overselling. I'm not motivating. I'm educating. Here's what I mean by that. Let's start with isolation. What does isolation mean to you? You guys give me, and I sort of help you along here. What does isolation mean? Being alone. What else? Reflection. Emotionally divested. Well, the actual term for isolation, when I say isolation is a good thing, people are like, well, what do you mean? And if I put this picture up, the actual term, the state of being alone, a complete separation, the act of being quarantined. I'm going to show you guys in a quarter second how easy it is when you know what to say when you talk to yourself. I want all of you to close your mind. Not your mind, sorry. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And when I tell you, I want you to open your eyes and say, ah. All right? 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes and say, ah. Ah. Isolation is a good thing. If you replaced the word isolation in your brain with that picture, you've instantly reprogrammed your synapses. Every time you think isolation, you're thinking positive. The words we tell ourselves program our brain, program our energy, program our outputs. You've got to learn how to reprogram properly, and it's super easy. And now we'll get back to, right? Everybody thinks, oh, secret to the secret. Think and Grow Rich is the law of attraction. How many people know how the law of attraction works? I doubt it. We'll test afterwards. It's actually 3 parts. It's all actual science when you know how it works. But here's the deal. I came up with a saying, the universe gives you exactly what you ask for. You guys agree with that? Yes. If you work for it. It's like the guy that prays every day to God, God, please let me win the lottery. God, I'll be so good if you win the lottery. And one day the booming voice comes down and says, hey, buddy, do me a favor. Buy a ticket. You have to do the work. That's not the point. The point of the law of attraction in the universe, where it gets really, really weird, is the universe has a weird sense of humor. Gives you what you ask for, and half the time it's not what you ask for because you are not specific. And I'm going to share with you, I don't normally share this story. I love David. I love you guys as a group. I'm going to share some stuff I don't normally do. So when I was 24, I learned how to goal set, Think and Grow Rich, set goals, chapter 3, chapter 4. Learned how to be specific. One of my goals was I wanted to have a company worth $1 billion by the time I was 33. Sound like a cool goal? It's okay, right? Wanted to have a company. Well, let's see what happened. Money wasn't my only goal, because every time you tell somebody, I want to be worth $1 billion, they're like, oh, you're money motivated. No, money makes you more of what you already are. If you're an ass, you're a big ass with money. If you're generous, look at David, right? Look how generous David can be. Money makes you more of what you already are. You need to learn what to do with it. So the money was only one of my 10 total goals. I had a whole list, but what was my result? Did I make it? Was I specific? Did the universe give it to me? Well, kind of. I took the company public in 1996. It was a company called Virtual Sellers. You guys can laugh at my logo, 1996. The shopping cart actually became the shopping cart you guys know today. Back end became PayPal, front end became Shopify. Took it public in 1999, or 96, public. We are 987, close to $1 billion, and I was 32 years old. My goal was $1 billion by the time I was 33. People are like, wow, you made it. That's amazing. You're a billionaire. I'm like, no, I hit a hard woody. Does anybody know what a hard woody is? And no, it's not sexual. The bullseye guys at Target. Does anybody know what a hard woody is? I didn't either. So I researched. I'm like, I want to know what happens when you miss the target. When you're playing darts, a hard woody is when you completely miss the target. It's a technical term. This guy's 4 levels or 5 levels away from the bullseye. I missed the bullseye. And people go, what do you mean? I'll show you. Number 1, I had a public company. That's what I asked the universe for. He's like, here you go, kid. You worked your ass off. Gave it to you. Oh, but we forgot to tell you, you only own 8% of the company. You can't sell, anybody have public company, a 144 restriction means you can't sell your stock for 12 months. And oh, by the way, the market's going to collapse in 2000 and the company's only be worth 340. And oh, by the way, you have a leak out provision where you can't sell more than 1.5% or 11% per month as a director. So I got a company, not what I asked for. Universe has a weird sense of humor. A great story, a friend of mine, years and years, he's like, Stephen, help me. I want to be worth, he said he wanted 100 mil. I'm like, Mikey, he's a film director. Mikey, I'll help you. No, I got it. Called me one day, he's like, Steve, you won't believe it. I got my 100 mil. I'm like, no way, what happened? His sister bought him a license plate, said 100 mil. That's what the universe gives you if you don't work for it and you don't ask. So the early bird gets the worm, second mouse gets the cheese. I only love that one because PayPal came after me, but it doesn't matter. If you want to be really specific, this is what I learned. Again, this isn't about money. This is to teach you the specificity, and then we'll wrap up. Be really specific. I want a personal net worth of at least X. Not X. Let the universe be more generous. Of at least 1 billion in US dollars. Anybody want pesos? Anybody want Venezuela? Like, let's not make that mistake. Oh, I got it in pesos. No, the universe is going to mess with you. In an offshore private trust where I'm the sole beneficiary, I could get a trust. Like, be specific. Because the universe will mess with you if you're not. So isolation to me is not about being alone. It's specific, isolated, targeted, focused. And what I created in that third technique is about hitting a bullseye. It's called a bullseye technique. And we're going to do this. So networking. How many of you have been in here and everybody says, what you do? Hey, what do you do? What do you do? Right? That's what they ask or we ask. What you do is irrelevant. Don't care. People are like, what do you mean you don't? I don't care. What you do is irrelevant. What you need is important. And what you need are what I call your 5 peeps. This is what I mean, and this is how it works. You need to target exactly who you need and use the BullsEye Belief System to get there. And I'm going to show you how to do it, and it takes sometimes 30 seconds. I did it with Dave. I kept sending him messages. He was too busy to get back to me. Pulled him over. I'm like, Dave, I need you. I asked him 3 questions. Here's how it works. I'm going to show you this. If somebody said, what do you do? We have a company called DigX. We're a digital equity exchange to help companies go public using a proprietary layer 1 to accelerate on a T0. By the time you tell people what you do, you're droning off and they aren't even paying attention because they don't care. They don't understand it. They don't get it. Like Bruce introduced me the girls with the, I love that. I don't care. Not that I don't care, I do care. But to try and figure out what you do is really tough. What happens is, and I don't have time to do this, I want everybody to guess what song this is. You ready? Normally I bring somebody up on stage and say, hey, what is it? What's this song? No idea?
No idea.
I could tell any one of you, I could tell David right now and he'd stand next to me and know the exact song because he knows it. Star Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn? Point is, in your head, every time you talk to somebody, you are a rock star. You're telling them the story and you're singing and in your head you hear it perfectly and all they hear is blah, but they don't get it. It doesn't matter. BullsEye system says, what's the emotional value of what you do? What are the top 3 industries? What are the companies by name in those industries? What's the title? And what are the 5 names of the people you want, you need, or you can't get to? And people are like, oh, I can do everything. Oh, I can help. Oh, I'm e-commerce. I'm like, I don't care. What are the top 3? Well, I can help everybody. I'm like, I don't care. What are your 3? What are your 3 best? Not that you can't do everything. What are your 3 best? And from there, you say, I want these 5 people. And it's the 5 peeps that target your best company. And it's your responsibility. People come up to me, oh, Stephen, do you know anybody at Disney? Yeah, I know 87,000 people. Who do you need? Oh, I need a venture guy. Well, which one? No, I don't know. You need your 5 peeps. So when I do DigX, I'm going to do 2 examples, one for Dave, and I'm done. We should be on time. Here's DigX using that system. Very simple. We help companies go public better, faster, cheaper, which is our goal. Our best industries are fintech, social media, global. We're looking at companies like Stripe and X and Chelsea and Scopely. Really, we kind of deal with the founders and CEOs. So I'd love to meet Jack Dorsey, founder, or anybody know Patrick Collins? Patrick is the CEO of Stripe. Here is Elon Musk, X, Linda, X, Todd, Chelsea, Scopely, Walter. Like, I need those people. What I do up here, who cares? I need these guys. That's what I need. I could tell you DigX all day long, it doesn't matter. You're going to pat me on the head and go, that's cool. I don't need cool. I need people. Here's another one we have, AI Wonder Studios. Again, I had to use my own examples because they were easier, and then I'm going to show you that I didn't. AI Wonder Studios, we've got an AI animation, Pixar level content, Pixar level costs, best industries, filmmakers, books, authors. However, watch, this is how I switch. We're trying to hire somebody for our studio. We want to hire a CEO. We're looking at companies like Animal Logic, Frederator, Next Animation. We want the founder. So it'd be great to meet, and here are my names. Zara is here. Like, you match it up. This is easy because somebody will go, oh, I know Michael, or this guy's my next door neighbor, or oh, I don't know Netflix, but I know Amazon. You want what's called a horizontal explanation or a horizontal introduction. I didn't say I want any studio. There's probably thousands of them. I don't say I want anybody. I want Netflix. Can't get me Netflix, get me Amazon, get me Disney. This is what I do. You can use, oh, it didn't come out right. Real estate, I helped a friend of mine become number 3 in the world in real estate. We messed real estate up. Basically, the real estate one, I said, quit telling people you're in real estate. What do you do? He goes, I work only with $10 million buyers, specifically in technology, entertainment, and attorneys who deal with high-profile people going through divorces. Because those people have money. We said, where are you? And then we went down, and he only got referrals for people that were $10 million cash buyers. Changed his life. For VCs, angels, target companies, it doesn't matter. Here's my last slide. How many of you guys want to help David? I'll show you how easy this was. I kept sending messages. David, finally I pulled him over and said, David, come here, I need you. So I said, David, what are you guys doing with your law company? This is one of his companies he needs help with. This is how we help David. He works with large law firms to provide vetted leads to help him make more money. Who doesn't want to make more money? Everybody goes, oh, I do. Great. David helps law firms make more money. That's cool. Again, this messed up because he's on Apple and I'm on PC, but we're almost done. Here's the deal. The companies that David is looking for, these are the 5 largest companies in the world in the industry, which you can't see. His industry is employment law and public PI, personal injury. He's got a company that works with the largest law firms in the world in employment law and public personal injury. Here are the 5. All I did is I said, David, what's cool about what you do? What are your industries? And then I let him go and I chat GPT, give me the 5. Here are the 5 largest companies in the space he needs. And here are the CEOs of those companies. If you want to help David, do you know that these people, anybody here or companies like that, that's how you can help him. Guys, this is easy. Simple. Figure out who your 5 people are, exactly what you need. And then remember this, if you're starting a company, the number 1 question to ask is, why won't this work? Don't go around saying, hey, here's how great I am. Solicit negative feedback. Why won't this work? And then figure out the 5 people that'll help you overcome that, and you'll be successful. Don't have time for bonus slides. There I am. I'm done.
Freaking awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much.